Alright, greetings all, and welcome to what will be the last mission for a giant ant campaign.
Mission loaded.
We have discovered a series of tunnels underneath the ruined base. Now that we've cut off their escape routes, the ants have nowhere left to run to. Perform a sweep and clear all of these tunnels and find the cause of these abominations. Destroy anything that isn't human. The power to the tunnel lights has been knocked out, which will limit visibility. Find the generator controls and you can reactivate the lights. And what this is basically saying here about like the lights is that basically when you're in this like dungeon or like this installation in like this mission, basically you're gonna have like the shroud basically coming back on you until you get the lights.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes.
You also have Stavros in this mission, by the way. Stavros is a fun guy.
Ready and waiting. Agreed.
Couple medics, they'll be fun to use.
Affirmative.
That guy's supposed to die, I think, but well, it took him a little while to do so.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
You're going to be losing a lot of units in this one, so the main thing to note is that you want to keep Stavros alive, but
Of course. Yes, sir. Very well.
all the other guys are pretty much expendable.
Commander?
So basically keep this guy alive,
Awaiting orders. At once.
is my general suggestion
Very
here.
well.
I'll note, by the way, that in this mission you get flamethrowers. So, I guess, like, this is like sort of like GDI still, but they have, like, flamethrowers just because his,
At
like,
once. Yes, sir. At once. Very well.
the one time where, they're going to be beneficial to flamethrowers.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Basically, you're not using them against human targets, you're using them against
Reporting. Agreed.
non-human targets.
Reporting. Agreed. Acknowledged.
Now, I want to get my medics in here a little bit to heal these guys up a little bit.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Medic reporting.
Move over there.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out. Medic reporting.
Whoops. That's the one bad thing about, the one mouse click thing there. Like, you click once and you click here and then boom, it just sometimes does that, but whatever. Alright, these guys, the medics, you want to sort of keep them back a little bit so they don't die, because they're sort of important to keeping your guys alive here.
Medic reporting.
At once.
This mission is sort of hard, but I mean, it's like one of those missions where you're going to be saving and loading constantly, so
Affirmative.
not really.
Affirmative.
Just take it slow, you're not like rushed, there's no time limit.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Very well.
That might have attracted some fun.
Yes, sir. At once. At once. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
And yeah, this mission will basically go on like this for a little bit. You'll be moving all these guys in like en masse and trying to find the lights. Once you get the lights on, it gets a little bit easier.
Yes, sir.
I think the lights are somewhere over here.
Affirmative.
I can't exactly remember this mission in detail. I just remember that there's a part of this mission where we get a mammoth tank and there's a,
Yes, sir.
a queen ant, shall we say. I'm going to just
sir.
throw that out there.
Affirmative.
There's a queen ant.
Medic
'Cause,
reporting.
ant colony. They have queens. That's how ants work. Even if they're giant and huge.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Ready and waiting. Reporting.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. At once.
And I consider, by the way, this to be a really for fun mission.
Affirmative.
Because not like something that, you can really fail at, I don't think so much.
At once. Very well.
Unit lost.
Yes, you'll lose guys,
Reporting.
but I mean,
Yes, sir. At once. Reporting.
Unit lost.
you know, you're gonna lose
Yes,
guys.
sir.
That's just
Yes, sir.
how this mission works. But you have a lot of guys, so it's not a big deal, and you just have to heal up your guys that survive.
Reporting.
So that heals all these guys up, and then you can reduce your casualties, which is always good. And, you know, this is actually something strange. You know, the medic is considered to be one of the most useless units in Red Alert, but when you actually come down to it in like these missions, they actually are beneficial to medics, just for a simple reason that
Yes,
you know,
sir.
you're trying to conserve
Moving out.
your
Medic
forces
reporting.
in a lot of
Affirmative.
these missions that you're doing.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Ready and waiting. Ready and waiting.
Medic reporting.
What about that
Reporting.
medic?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Alright, let's go down here and hopefully find the power source.
Very well. Very well. Affirmative.
Yeah, this is what I mean by like, you know, the lights are off in this mission. So basically the lights are off.
Affirmative.
And those
Very
are
well.
important.
Commander, move out.
I think we're going to give him
Awaiting orders. Very well.
Yes, move out.
this.
Unit firepower
Move out.
upgraded.
Of course.
So I just upgraded Stavros' firepower, so now he has a little bit more
Acknowledged.
deadly with his
Of course.
weapons.
Yes, sir.
Of course.
Stavros will now kick ass a little bit more, which is what you want, because he'll basically survive
Move out.
the longest. And I'll note, by the way, that this is not a mission where you have to have any of these guys survive. They
Move
can
out.
all die or live or whatnot, as you wish.
Move out. Of course. Of course.
So, I mean, if Stavros dies, big deal. It's not the end of
Move
the
out.
world. I preferably don't want him dying because he's useful. Really, really useful.
Of course. Move out.
I'll
Reporting.
note, by the way,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
blowing up these like barrels because they're more of a nuisance than they are a benefit.
Report agreed.
Until you have lights on, you
Affirmative.
can't see what the hell you're doing, so
Ready and waiting. Agreed.
you don't want the barrels killing your own
Of
troops.
course. Affirmative.
Yes.
Alright, so Stavros took a little bit of a beating there, but he still survived, so, you know, that's good.
Awaiting orders. Agreed.
And note that there's a warrior ant there, so, you know, you got a mix of warriors and you got a mix of
Acknowledged.
scouts. You actually also have fire ants to deal with too, which are fun with the infantry. Just waiting for him to heal up my last two grenadiers there, I think. So, of course, they healed the same guy, I think, there.
At once.
Twice.
Yes, sir.
And I always thought this was cute, a scout ant on the controls.
Agreed.
Yes, the giant ants have intelligence. Alright, there we go, we have lights. And I'm going to save this as Giant Ant Mission 4, 1 of 10, because that's probably what's going to happen. We're going to save this a lot.
Mission saved.
Affirmative.
And at this point, if I want to, I can like just basically map out the rest of what I've seen here.
Affirmative.
So if I want to, I can take these guys around and just map out the way I've come.
Affirmative. Agreed.
And I think I might do that. We're just going to go up here first, and I'm going to touch all my bases, and then we'll map the places I've come from. Because it's good to know where
Agreed.
stuff is, so I can remember it.
At once. Of course. Affirmative. At once.
A big part of this mission is, you know, keeping your tabs on everything. So you want to keep your tabs on Stavros. You don't want him dying or anything.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Oh, I killed my own guys. And that'll happen, you'll kill your own guys.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Of course.
Oh wait, did I kill a medic?
Acknowledged.
I think we're gonna load then, just because I don't like losing the medic this early.
Mission loaded.
Affirmative.
Yeah, I lost a medic, so there's 2 medics in this, and you want to keep them both alive.
Yes.
And
Yes.
if there's ever a mission that you want
Yes,
to keep,
sir.
like, you know,
Yes,
tabs
sir.
on, like, you know,
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
on the medics,
Acknowledged.
this would be it.
Ready and waiting.
Agreed. Affirmative.
However, if Ant shows up at the bottom there again, I'm gonna have Stavros kill it, because
Affirmative.
Stavros basically has this weapon that makes him pretty much invincible in here if you use
Yes,
him right.
sir. Very well. At
Commander? Of course.
Unit lost.
Ah,
Of course.
Medic reporting.
we already
Yes.
survived.
Move out.
once. Yes, sir.
That sort of worked. But basically, Stavros has this really strong, like, you know, weapon. Things like a grenade launcher or something. And it just goes boom, boom, and it takes, like, lots of damage off of guys.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Just gonna let the mechs heal up these guys a little bit. So many guys to heal up.
At once. Affirmative.
Do. I think in this mission the Rocketeers are maybe important for like keeping alive, but the other guys are kind of like, you know, expendable to some extent.
At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Of course. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Of course. Affirmative. At once.
And I haven't gotten the gist of this yet, by the way. This is basically an old Soviet hangar, I guess.
At once.
And like the giant ants are basically, you know, as a result of like the Soviets.
Affirmative.
Not directly something they want to do,
At
but
once.
whatever, it's there.
Agreed.
No idea what that did. Oh, it did Tesla coil, cool.
Agreed.
That would have been nice to know. I got an allied Tesla coil here.
Agreed.
Interesting, right?
At once.
It's kind of interesting, you know, how like the Soviets like in
Agreed.
you know Red Alert sort of transition to like the Brotherhood of Nod, like sort of like, you know, how like they sort of do the transition. Like the Soviets were, you know, this super powerful army, and then, you know, you've got Nod, which are basically divine the relics of the Allies, and they have like their, you know, a few wonder
Agreed.
weapons like the Obelisk of Light, but
At once.
it's like
Affirmative.
an interesting philosophies that they created, the Westwood Studios people, developers who made this game. I'm not sure that's really gotten across yet, really. I mean, the thing about like the Westwood Studios is that they made this game like, you know, 2 decades ago, I guess at this point, and over 2 decades ago, and it like really resembles a lot about like, you know,
At
modern day
once.
life in many aspects. I'm just gonna increase this to full speed.
Very well. Affirmative. Agreed.
And at this point, I pretty much forget what sort of will come next, but that's all done. And yeah, I'm going to be playing this at a very slow speed, this mission, just for a simple reason that it's one of those missions that you don't want to screw up. Much like all the other giant ant missions. You don't want to screw them up.
Mission saved.
Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative.
I think we're going to go up. Oh, that's scary.
Agreed.
That is definitely a fire ant. So how am I going to do this? We're going to have
Awaiting orders.
this
Agreed.
guy maybe run by him, I think.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Agreed. Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Okay, got him.
Ready and waiting.
So that fire ant is now dead.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Yes.
Fire ants are
move out.
basically what will really screw you up in this one because they just do so much damn damage.
Yes, sir. At once.
And I
Yes,
mean
sir.
that quite literally. They
Ready and waiting. At once.
they really made the fire ants and such do a lot of damage.
Yes, of course.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Commander, of course.
Let's move Star Wars just a little bit.
Of course.
Yes, sir.
Commander, of course.
Unit armor
course.
upgraded.
I'd upgrade his armor, which is cool,
Move out.
but
Of course. Of
alright.
course.
And as you can see, basically that's what Star Wars is really good for. He's just annihilating anything that gets close to him.
Of course. Of course. Move out. Move out.
I'll note by the way that his voice acting, it's basically of a Soviet
Of
because
course.
I guess this guy's based off of like the Soviet Yet You Rescue in that Allied mission. With the,
Of
like
course.
you're rescuing him to tell you about the nukes and such.
Move out.
Of course, Stavros I think is the name of the Allied general,
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
the Greek Allied general that you have in the campaign.
Very well. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative.
I believe we killed a giant ant or two.
Agreed.
Alright, these are really good places to find because these are like, the entrances to this hangar.
Affirmative.
Usually you'll find reinforcements coming from these hangars.
Commander, move out.
And I'm actually thinking that perhaps these aren't heals, but rather
Unit firepower
Of course.
upgraded.
these like upgrade my
Move out.
my units. These things.
Reporting.
Agreed. Of course, at once. Very well.
So we're just gonna get Stavros to come down here.
Commander, move out.
Stavros gets a little bit more
Of
armor.
course.
Yeah, Stavros is gonna be a tough motherfucker, so to speak. Hope that's how it works. So we're gonna save this mission as Giant Ant Mission 4, free of 10.
Mission saved.
And yes, I will save this mission a lot,
Ready and
Of
waiting.
course.
because there's lots to explore in this mission.
Move out. Move out.
Reporting at once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Of course.
Awaiting orders.
At once. Report very well.
Get those barrels out of the way so no one can kill me. The main threat that I'm worried about is like, ants or the fire ants specifically just detonating these barrels with my
Affirmative.
soldier next to them. You could be using the lure the ants into them, but there's really no need to. Your like
At
units are
once.
more than capable of like usually decimating the ants.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Acknowledge.
You
Affirmative.
go there. Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
Medic reporting.
At once.
Unit lost.
Very well.
Kill them all.
Yes, sir. At once.
Unit lost.
Commander,
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Unit
Very
lost.
well.
I did this wrong. So that's like a sort of like, you know,
Mission
sequence where
loaded.
Yes, sir.
of course.
you have to basically get your guys in there as fast as possible.
Move out.
We're gonna keep
Move
these
out.
alive this time.
Move out.
Alright, they're already coming in, so
Move out.
just get going.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Very well.
Just get these guys into the gas so that the ants will follow them and die.
Affirmative.
Reinforcements have arrived.
And there's my reinforcements coming.
Affirmative.
Look at that, I get a new medic. Now I don't mind so much if I lose my medic because
Acknowledged.
I just got my medic.
Waiting orders.
Affirmative.
Alright, we'll save this one as giant ant mission for...
Mission saved.
You know, I'm tempted to come down here actually, so
Yes, sir. Very well.
let's have all these guys just go down there. Whee! Alright, let's do that.
Yes, sir. Medic reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Medic reporting. Moving out.
Commander, Commander, Commander.
Staff
Affirmative.
is up there, that's fine.
Affirmative. At once. Very well. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Very well.
Is there anything down this direction? Looks like something's down this direction. Let's let my guys catch up here a little bit.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Move my mechs back just a little bit.
Reporting.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, the mission.
Yes. Move out.
Destroy everything
sir.
that moves.
At once.
That is the mission.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Another fire ant.
Agreed.
Commander, of course.
Unit lost.
Of course.
Still another ant down there.
Reporting. Agreed. Of course.
See if this will work. Yeah, it worked.
Reporting.
Yes,
That
sir.
worked.
Of course.
Oh no, by the way, this is all ant larvae. So, you know, basically that's what you're killing.
At once. At once.
The ant larvae.
Commander, of course. Move out.
Acknowledged.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Alright, so I remember this a little bit now. Allied reinforcements are going to be coming down up from up there quite a bit. And
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Reporting.
eventually the man tank is going to come in and help you out.
Affirmative.
Not for a while. Go! Go! They're moving like ants, aren't they? Alright, that's good enough. Oops, giant any mission.
Mission saved.
Yes, of course.
Move you back a little bit.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Reporting.
Agreed. At once.
I'll note that main thing in this mission is just recognizing when and where that you're supposed to,
Affirmative.
you know, advance slowly. Sort of like, you know, treat the things subjectively. Stuff you'll be fighting.
Agreed.
Like barrels.
Reinforcements
1, 2.
have arrived.
Blow them up. Is that my tank? Yes, my tank!
Waiting orders.
The tank has come. Yep, we really need a tank at this point for obvious reasons.
Yes, sir.
Medic reporting.
Commander?
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. At once.
I mean, my guys are pretty damn strong, but, you know,
Yes.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
they aren't invincible.
Ready and waiting. Agreed.
Let's get their attention.
Unit lost.
Oops!
Yes, sir.
Nothing worse than like one of your soldiers like those going up, flame shooters.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Medic reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting.
I like to keep the tank alive for obvious reasons. I mean, the ants can chew through anything, but the tank can, you know, really decimate the warrior ants for one.
Reporting.
I actually usually lose a lot of my guys in this mission. I go through and, like, you know, people are just dying left and right. Quite happy that's
Medic
not the
reporting.
case,
Moving
but
out. Medic
that's usually what
reporting.
happens in
Moving
this mission for me.
out. Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Advance. I got lots of warrior ants to kill.
Yes.
Waiting orders. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Yes. Of course.
Unit lost.
Of course.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Oops.
Ready and waiting.
You know, this is where basically, you know, I'm losing off my guys because there's warrior ants to fight now.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Somehow
Yes,
you got
sir.
damaged already to tank. I don't know how, but whatever.
Medic reporting.
Let them heal. Let them heal.
Medic reporting. Moving out. Medic reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Commander?
Reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting.
I used to think it'd be a good idea to
Affirmative.
use the mammoth tank to basically draw fire from these guys, but
Reporting.
Very well.
the mammoth tank isn't like indestructible. I mean, you saw in, like, you know, the previous mission how much the ants like devastated
sir.
they get
Very well.
just by themselves.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Don't know why the tank treats this as infantry, but whatever. Whatever works for a tank. Luring works pretty well, sometimes.
Waiting orders. Agreed.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Come for me, I dare you.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
I think it's possible if you blow this up, you'll kill a lot of the stuff in here.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Maybe we'll try that.
Affirmative.
You know, I always found it funny in this mission you get a Mammoth tank, because it seems odd that you're like, you know, using a tank underneath the base.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Take that, you take out the warrior ants, so, you know, we've already gone through a bunch of them anyways.
Acknowledged.
Of course.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Very well.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
I'm gonna get that thing with the tank this time, I think.
Acknowledged.
Unit armor upgraded.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Alright, armor's upgraded. Oh shoot.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
If me lucky the gas is these guys.
Acknowledged.
Well, they didn't go too close to the
Affirmative.
gases, so...
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting.
At once.
Commander?
Very well.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Very well. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Ready and waiting. Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay, I think you've gone close enough.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Turn around, please.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Okay, good. That sort of worked out.
Acknowledged.
Let these guys heal up a little bit. But yeah, basically it's, you know, kind of
Yes,
like
sir.
a nest. You have like the
Affirmative.
scout ants, which are like, you know, scouting for food. Warrior ants, which defend the nest. The fire ants, because, you know, why not? We have fire
Affirmative.
ants.
Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
We'll save this as Giant Ant Mission 4 6 of 10.
Mission saved.
Yeah, I'm saving after pretty much every single little instance, because every single little instance can kill you in this one.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
I don't think I get anything after the Mammoth tank. You might get another Mammoth tank, but I think I'll only get one.
Affirmative.
Basically, down here is like the end of his mission.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Agreed. Agreed.
We'll send you down, scout wherever he.
Yes, sir.
Agreed.
We got fire ant.
Lost. Unit lost.
Awesome.
Reporting. Affirmative.
With
Yes,
fire
sir.
ants, this is like the good time to start using this guy to kill off the fire ants.
Affirmative.
Because, you know, he's got, you know, armor for the fire, sort of.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
I mean, look at
Yes,
the damage
sir.
that, you know,
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
that did, for example. The fire ant went bump. There goes half his health. Luckily, the Maftan can heal, but
Reporting.
I'm not sure why, like, you know, the fire ants and, like, the lightning ant, or, you know, you'll see that in a little bit. Lightning will be used by the ants. Why they're, like, so damn strong. And this is why I'm saving so much. So, like, if I reach a point where, you know, I can't win,
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. At once.
I can just reload at that point.
At once.
Grenadier will be
Medic
faster,
moving
but
out.
that's fine.
Ready and waiting.
Affirmative. Very well. Agreed.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Alright, good. We got our
Ready and waiting.
guy can lure over there.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Commander, move up. Of course.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, there's Star Wars in
Oh,
action,
affirmative.
basically, you know, rips through even the warrior ants with no rhyme or reason. Just kills them.
Commander, of course.
Yes, sir. Of course. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Very well.
Just gonna have this one guy rip through here.
Very well. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unless there's reason to, you know,
Affirmative.
I'll spare my guys where I can.
At once. At once. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Send him, we got
Awaiting
that.
orders. Agreed.
And yes, that's literally the rest of the area down here.
Yes, sir.
Unit firepower
Affirmative.
upgraded.
And there it is. The Queen Ant.
Awaiting orders.
So yeah, the
Affirmative.
Queen Ant is basically a stationary structure that's a Tulsa coil, so to speak.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
For whatever reason,
Yes.
that's what they decided to make it.
Vehicle affirmative.
Commander, of course.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative.
Alright, we'll save the mission here as Giant Ant Mission 4. I keep pressing Y instead of T, but whatever. You get the idea, we're about to win.
Mission saved.
Literally, this is the hardest part down here.
Medic reporting.
Affirmative.
Once you start seeing the Queen Ant, you know you've
Affirmative.
almost made it to the end.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. At once.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes.
Move out.
Of course.
Vehicle report acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Alright, that worked out pretty
Medic
well.
reporting.
Awaiting orders.
Still got that damn fire ant down there to deal with, but...
Mission saved.
Medic reporting.
we can
Affirmative.
expend more of these
Vehicle
guys.
reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
You know,
Medic
it's gotten to the
reporting.
point where I don't need them, right? Oh, that's perfect. I could hit, just be out of range. Good to know. Yeah, why not? This will be a 10 of 10 save.
Mission saved.
10 saves.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I probably don't have anything to really worry about at this point besides the Queen Ant and maybe a
Acknowledged.
couple others.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
You know, as stupid as it might have been, it might be interesting to see like a
Commander.
follow-up
Yes, sir.
campaign to Giant Ants from Red Alert 2. I mean, Red Alert 2 was stupid enough on its own, but...
Medic reporting.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Alright,
Affirmative.
Medic reporting.
Affirmative.
charge...
Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Agreed.
Commander. Of course.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Commander. Of course. Of course. Of course.
All that's left now is to win.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Ready and quick. Yes, sir.
Yes. Of course.
Medic reporting now.
Commander. Of course.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Very well.
Commander. Of course.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes. Of course. Of course.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Commander.
Alright, now, there was a couple cinematics, by the way, in, like, the original Command & Conquer Red Alert, where you have, like, you know, at the beginning, it came from Red Alert, was, like, the first cinematic when you, like, started, like, the first mission, and then, like, at the end, at the, you know, once you defeat it, there's, like, all, like, a bunch of flamethrowers and giant ants dying and stuff like that, but that was basically Giant Ant missions, the content, the gameplay that really made them up. So I hope you've enjoyed, and take care.